Welcome back to this week's episode of Engineered Coffee. In the last episode, we talked about sustainability, what works, what doesn't, and why many so-called solutions fail in the real world. Today, I want to focus on something more specific, why most paper capsules don't work, say paper, and what it actually takes to engineer a fiber capsule that does. This isn't theory. It's years of testing, iteration, failure, and refinement. But again, I have a favor to ask. Please subscribe. The stats show that just 10% of people that watch actually subscribe. Help me get to my first goal of 500 subscribers. Paper capsules sound simple. They're not. A coffee capsule has to survive hot water, internal pressure, oxygen exposure, moisture, sealing forces, mechanical handling, and machine tolerances. Most paper-based concepts solve one problem and break three others. Typical failure points include insufficient oxygen barrier, dimensional instability, weak sealing surfaces, interfaces, collapse under pressure, unpredictable brewing behavior. Coffee capsules must survive in hostile environments. Fiber is not naturally designed for that, so the engineering challenge is real. The hardest problem is balancing two opposing needs. You want strength, stiffness, brewing reliability, but you also need oxygen protection, moisture control, and shelf life stability. Most paper solutions try to fix this with coatings and laminates. That's where complexity begins. Let's talk honestly about barrier performance. Fiber is naturally porous. If you want to protect roasted coffee properly, you must control the oxygen transmission rate, or OTR, and the water vapor transmission rate, the WVTR. The moment you add a barrier coating to a fiber capsule, complexity increases dramatically. Now you must consider what polymer is used, what thickness, how it bonds to the cellulose, how it behaves under heat and pressure, how it affects recyclability, how it affects compostability. And that's only half the problem, because the lid also matters. The lidding material must seal to the capsule body, maintain barrier integrity, withstand the brewing pressure, and align with the sustainability claims. You're no longer designing a fiber capsule. You're designing a multi-material laminate system, and every additional layer moves you further away from simplicity. At this point in time, the science does not honestly allow you to claim that a fully fiber-based capsule can match the oxygen and moisture barrier of aluminum or high-grade performance plastics without coatings and trade-offs. Pretending otherwise is misleading, so we chose not to pretend. Instead of forcing the capsule to do everything, we stepped back and asked a different question. What if the capsule doesn't need to be the barrier? What if the protection happens at the pack level? So our approach is simple. We pack 10 capsules inside a monomaterial recyclable pouch, flushed with a modified atmosphere. That pouch provides the oxygen barrier, controls the moisture, preserves aroma, and fits into existing recycling streams. The capsule remains fiber-based. No heavy laminates, no unnecessary coatings, just clear separation of functions. What we are trying to achieve now is that the 10 capsules in the pouch will be consumed within a week or so of the coffee, and the coffee quality will still be great and give you, the consumer, what you've come to expect, like excellent creamer and consistent quality. Our capsule body itself is hemp-based fiber. Hemp is exceptional from both a sustainability and engineering perspective. It's a fast-growing crop, very low water demand, minimal pesticide requirement, long, strong cellulose, and excellent structural properties. These long fibers provide strength and dimensional stability, which allows us to engineer a rigid brewing body without resorting to thick plastics or heavy coatings. There's also a deeper philosophy here. Coffee comes from a plant. Hemp comes from a plant. The paper lid is also plant-based. The system starts as cellulose and ends as cellulose. I often describe it like this. It's like a branch or a leaf falling from a tree. It grows, it serves a purpose, and it returns to the cycle. There's no material detours. This is fundamentally different from many home compostable concepts. We're not relying on rare composting temperatures, ideal humidity, perfect user behavior. We're working with fiber and placing the high performance barrier where it actually belongs, in the protective outer pack. And none of this matters if the capsule doesn't perform. It still must brew consistently, withstand pressure, protect flavor, and behave correctly in the machine. Sustainability without performance doesn't scale. Engineering always comes first. Paper capsules fail when they try to imitate plastic. They can succeed when they embrace fiber and when the system around them is designed intelligently. Sometimes sustainability isn't about adding more. It's about simplifying the right part of the system. This has been Engineered Coffee. Thanks for watching. And just as a reminder, if you have not already, please like, subscribe, and share.